Genda mpola. Wetusisinkanidde tusinkande ya Mu7 wuuyo nno. Wuuyo. Yes, baganda bange abatulaba.
Wetwogirira information ali kuva wali eri ku State House hasinungi. President of Uganda manyikidwa nga President Mu7 ebibye hasi birungi. Amaziga agamuyisemu bali bamanyi Muhammad Ssegirinya muntu wa bulijjo wabula video eno njagala ogiwulire mpaka weegwayo cause mu bingi nnyo ebyokuyiga naddala mwe ba foot soldiers. Atana subscribinga simanyi kyo ninda niranga nyongera okujjukiza tana batuwera kano ka video ka like manisa batuwere ka like abe kasotambula ku speed ye wagulu nnyo etukire obona abanjagadde okumanya kweno information naddala abana Kawempe North Ssegirinya jabadde akola ki jabadde hakulembera naku olwaliro kikembe kubanga tino His Excellency the President of Uganda Mu7 Yoweri Kaguta agambye muno naye abadde tamanyi amanyi gani ga Ssegirinya nga abadde amanyi jasi muntu wa bulijjo mujjukire bulungi tino naku olwejjo basobodde kubanga abayisiganya ye ne Ssegirinya abadde bamutwala ku national platform ate ye Mu7 abadde ayagala kuyita wali eri ku kavule ku offices za NUP alengereyo ko tomanyi naye ekizimbi kyakola kyamunyumira awo wenyini nyini basisinkanye awo wenyini olutalo lubiranga lwagala okubalukawo naye nga ngawo mukimanyi bibalina emundu era basobodde kubanga basinga amaanyi era olunaku olwaleero ngina kupengeno video gyendese mulimu bingi nnyo ebyokuyiga njagala omulabe abantu abatalina byakukola mune kutidde ne speech ekisinze okukabya abantu wali mu parliament nga Mu7 nk'omugase
Sagakaba ngezeza ngoguma sagakaba Ssegirinya yangamba sikabanga naye mama amaziga tegasobola
Nada gule chiribaki ntino fena tunonobwako
toka omuntu ogugenda kulumira kulina abadde wano nga akaaba
toka
no enough is enough abantu bavumye tino nasiga Ssegirinya enziku nasiga Ssegirinya simu but my sister you know my status you know that my young sister you know my status
bwaba omusiga nsiku yajagala yandibadde akunoonyezaawo
Kaka stage tufu gwokimanyi Queen.
Oyo muto wange oyo Sofia Wamboya muto wange ebyaddala si bya kunyonyereza oba kiki.
Tewali buzibu bw'okola tobuuliza abantu. Bebe
naffe tuli wano bye tumugamba tabiwuliriza.
Kana kaganya okwebaka ye obadde ekikantu gwe genda eri kitaawe bake.
Sophia fanane Queen waffe ali beautiful.
In all he said as I saw him as a young man, he was a radio caller. You know these callback people on the radio. And he used to say, Honorable, one time I would like to be a member of parliament. And I told him, Honorable Ssegirinya, it takes steps. He said, I'll jump all those steps. So he tried first in 2011. I told him you will not go through, and he'll bear witness when he stood against Honorable Latif Sebagal. Then he came back and he asked me what happened. I told him, you're fit to be a councillor. Then he said in 2016, I'll vie to be a councillor. Now I'll follow you. I'll heed to your advice. Indeed, he heeded too. He went and contested and tried to seek the FDC party ticket to no avail. He came back to me and jokingly he said, I have no ticket. I told him it's not the ticket, it's the people. Go to the people. By then he wanted to get the symbol of the clock. He went there, it was not available. On the first nomination day, he came back and said, I don't have the clock. I told him, go and pick whatever symbol is there. He chose the table. Then he said, but I'm too short. People will think I'm a joker. I told him, use the table to your advantage. Fabricate a table, go to every trading center and stand on the table. And tell the people when things go wrong, I'll stand on this table and you'll see me as high as possible, passing on your message. Indeed, finally when, and on a lighter note, finally when everyone had realized that Ssegirinya was taking this vote, The FDC candidate moved around with the microphone saying, I'm Ssegirinya Muhammad, please vote for me. I'm the one with the symbol of the key. So Ssegirinya ran back to me and said, there is something wrong. This person is saying he's Ssegirinya Muhammad, but vote for the key. You know the symbol of the key. So I told him, get a microphone and go back with the table everywhere and tell them it's me Ssegirinya Muhammad, the one on the table. Indeed, he did so, and he came out to be victor as an independent for the first time. Having arrived at KCC, one of the lightweight stories, he contested to be speaker of KCC. He contested with the Honorable Kawalia here. And Ssegirinya Muhammad got 1 vote, which was his vote. Then he said, this world is really very fun. Even the people that nominated me did not vote for me. But he said, it doesn't matter. History will record that a courageous gentleman called Ssegirinya once stood to be Speaker of KCCA and had 2 nominees, but only got 1 vote, which was he was sure was his own vote. So history must register now that there was a courageous man who took a step and never thought failure was the end of life. Failing at times is one style of training us to be better. Finally, I would like to thank his party for having come out boldly to grant him the ticket to run on, as MP Kawempe North. He fairly deserved it. He went through a lot that we all knew, but let me talk about this, Right Honorable Speaker. The discretion of court in granting bail. I pray, and I would like to address this to all politicians. Please, let us not try to interfere with the works of courts of laws in using their discretionary principles in adjudication of court matters as regards matters of bail. Because bail is one of the rights, is one of the processes where people acquire a free and fair trial. And having this temporary freedom probably would have helped this gentleman go and try to seek medical attention. He would not have gotten lost. But finally, we have him here. And it's us to talk about it here and then and then and that. I think we can do better. I know there are those that do crime, and courts will pass judgment on that person that should not be in society, and that person that should be let to be out and, you know, carry on their court matters while having access to doing their work or being out, having temporary freedom. Therefore, finally, Right Honorable Speaker, from Allah we came, and from Allah we shall all return.
Thank you.
May Allah receive your soul and forgive you for whatsoever you did wrong, Honorable Ssegirinya, and grant you Jannat Firdaus. May peace be upon all of you.
Thank